Okay, one of the questions I've been asked recently is around setting up the binary and setting left to right and how that works. The most important thing here is most people when they first join are set to auto. What that means is that if you send your link out and someone joins, it will automatically go to your weakest leg. So those of you that don't want to have to think about it, and obviously just have a certain way of doing things, setting it to leaving it at auto from when you first join is perfect. You can actually sign up two people. One will go left, one will go right. The next one will go left, the next one will go right. So it will literally do that for you. If you are being strategic, you can change that to left or right. If you want someone specifically to go down a left or a right for you, you'll set it there. The most important thing is you need to set it first, and you need to update it before you make the sign up. Sounds obvious, but you'll be surprised that's not as obvious as it sounds. So that's the most important key facet there. Some of the elements of the binary that you may find of use, of course, is each package is represented by a symbol, just for easy reference for you looking down the tree. You have a function now you can find anyone you like. If you know someone's in your business and you want to go looking for them, you can just plug it in there and it'll go straight to their position. Now, why you want to do that is you want to probably see their stats, their data. Now, why the data is important, it'll give you an idea, how much they've earned so far, how they're going, how close they are to making some good money on a left or a right team. So if we take a look at this particular user, the first thing you'll see at the top is it's the number of people on the left and number of people on the right. And interestingly enough, he's making more money, more B volume. That's 129,000 euros worth of revenue has happened on his right side. And considering that the binary is only 4 weeks old, the two team, that's not too bad. On the second side, well, actually the total, the very total is since the beginning is 148,000. That's the life of that right leg, and the life of the left leg, 21,671 euros. His current week is this week here. So number of people left and right, the current week is here, and the total since the beginning of his campaign is there. So technically, if you knew this was a platinum or it was a presidential, whichever status it was, you could literally look at that weakest leg. If it was a platinum, 21,671 BV, which is the same as euros, 21,671 euros multiplied by 10%, and that's what this particular site has earned in the last 4 weeks. And obviously has a very strong right leg, so no doubt the effort's going into the left leg to keep the left leg growing. And what will happen is when payday comes, the week amount, so let's say that's where he ends up next Monday for payday, so that 2,091 will be multiplied by, let's say, 10% if he's a platinum, and that will be put in his e-wallet. That amount, those number of points will be deleted to zero. The same amount will come off the right side. So 2,091 will come there, 2,091 off there. And then the next week he'll start with that amount less 2,091 will be his carried over amount for the right leg. So it'd be 27,000 in there, 127,000 there. And then that would be zero on the left leg, starting the new week that way. And then that's how he manages it. So the good news is, if you're in above line, you can go down and you can have a look at someone's position. So you can see this particular person, his total volume is quite good. He's had a very good run left and right. So you can see there 56,871 BV down that side. I know he's a presidential, so you can multiply that by 15% to give an earning he's had in the last 4 weeks, which is quite strong. And it has obviously a pretty balanced operation. His right leg's a bit stronger, but no doubt he's working that through. So you can literally go all the way down. You can actually click on that person. That will then bring them to the top. And you can pretty much surf your way down and have a look at your business. You go straight to the bottom right if you want to see the last person you put in actually turned up at the very bottom right. So you can see that they're there. You can then go to the bottom left, and that'll jump to the other side until the last person on your left team. And of course, straight back to the top, just for ease of managing yourself around the binary. So the most important thing, of course, as mentioned, is just make sure you've got your team set left or right before you make the sign up. So if you were doing it from your back office, you would then click your new member here, and then you would use a sign up, which all of you can do from within your back office, or you've sent them a link and they're doing it from their home. Is the two options you have. And that will then give you the choice to see that. So hopefully that explains a little bit more about the binary and how you set it up. Like I said, majority of people, I just leave it at auto, just let it do its thing. Keep propping up your weaker leg because that's the one you get paid on. and that'll do it itself. But those of you who are obviously a bit more advanced, a bit more strategic, you'll then obviously set them left and right as you wish. You might be building stronger legs for a particular reason with a group of teams. So there's a lot of strategy behind the binary or the two-team business. There's as you get more into it, you'll find there's many different ways people like to grow them. But that's the core basis of setting up the binary. Not too complicated. I think suggested just leave it on auto and update that and just let the system do itself what it does. It'll manage it for you. I hope that helps you understand a bit more about how the binary structure works.